Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the finale of Let's Play Astral Chain. Hope you're ready for Platinum to do some Platinum stuff.
Out of my way! The time has come.
Now you'll see the true inner workings of Legionic fusion. Witness the door opening to the future of all humankind. And now, upon this newborn core, I build my ark. Behold, the savior of all existence, Noah! It begins! All will become one within Noah. A singular nexus of existence!
Been working on. I don't like where this is going. It's all up to us to stop it now. But how?
Okay, we are back. I just wanted to give myself a little break between recording the last episode and this one, since I'm doing it in the same sitting. We are riding a cresting wave from here to the very end. We have the reveal of what Project Noah was, and it's, of course, the most extra thing possible. It's the Human Instrumentality Project, except character action focused instead of like existential rumination on global collective consciousness via mass ego death. Holy shit, this is so good. And some people will totally end up hating this part, and I get why. Because you do have to react pretty quick, and the platforming is better than in most Platinum games, but it's still Platinum Games platforming. But just the hype and the drama of this moment is so much stronger than any kind of, like, clunkiness you get from the platforming. I get that that hype can get deflated really quickly if you're not fast enough on it, and you fail a few times in a row. That can get deflating. But this is so cool! And just listen to this. It is absolutely perfect. Tonally, just the mood they set. What a good lead up to this final encounter. They use the environment so well in this game. Oh, I don't think we made that. That doesn't quite put you back to the beginning, just at the beginning of like the kind of checkpointed sequence. There are a couple of little invisible dividers to alleviate some of that. So we're just following this back before that punch lands. Holy shit! It's the sense of scope and scale that you get from this that is amazing. The fact that in the background you can see just the faintest lights from the... Am I going to the wrong platform here? But yeah, you could just see the lights from the city, from the Ark. You get such a good perspective up here, too. Oh, it's so good. Let's see if I'm going to the wrong one. Because I think I might just be able to skip the one that I've been trying to jump to. Even though it looks a little bit off. It's not this one, it's... I think right after this one? Yeah, no, maybe I'm not... Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to go to that one that just got destroyed, and I was just not making it, even though that seems like a way shorter distance between the platform I was on and this one. Oh, yeah! And then what's this? All of that tempo comes crashing down, and we are somewhere very different. So, this is part 2 of this encounter, and more or less part 1 of the actual fight. And it's dope. Reality just sort of, or material reality just sort of breaks down into this really cool looking mass of just geometric shapes and wireframes. Oh yeah! They somehow managed to make this the coolest shit. And so for this part of the fight, all we're really doing is damaging a stationary core. But there's so much cool stuff going on in the environment and stuff to actually dodge and keep an eye out for that it's still engaging and fun. We've seen this mechanic before on a previous boss fight. And we're still highly encouraged to switch between different legions just to make use of all their different utilities. To make sure that we have this under control. And just with the way the environment is color-coded here, the attacks are so telegraphed. There's a huge amount of contrast. We've refilled our resonance bar, so we'll have that ready for the next few phases. And oh, whoops! I misread that attack. I thought he was going. It was going for the point blank AOE, so I just run straight off the edge, trying to dodge something that wasn't coming. Let me send you out. We still have plenty of energy to be doing this. You gotta be careful with energy management on this part of the fight too, since the Legion is good for so much more than just laying in the damage. There we go. That was really nice. Ooh. can get a perfect call off of that, even though we took the first hit. Ooh! And the attacks are so damn pretty here! Like, it's one of the cooler stationary, non-humanoid enemies in a Platinum game. So we've done the set piece part of the fight. We have the core done. What is next? I can't wait. This is already a bunch of really good hype stuff. But it's not quite a one-on-one encounter yet, is it? It's not a true fight against an opponent, is it?
It's useless. I'm part of the Astral Plane now. I'm endless. I transcend mere dimensionality. Please stop. Come now. It's time for you to join me.
What's this? You'll have to do better than that. I am. Noah is endless.
I will. We will hold it back.
It's probably because of that one time I fell off the ledge.
Hey! You're alive! Great. You really had me worried for a minute. Wait. Where's Akira?
Oh my god, it's so good! Noah Prime. Now the real fight starts. The real final fight starts here. And this is not an easy one either. This is not free. You can see, for one, just how much health he has. But also, the movement, the sheer number of abilities, the damage that he can put out. He is not free. Oh, I love that! Look how the ramp is becoming the wall! Oh my god, yes. This is such a good final fight. And again, it's Platinum doing Platinum things. It is them at their best. Need to get some of this meter regenning. And get this shield out. This is really going to give a big window to get some damage in. I am holding on to any health items, and I'm still holding on for as long as possible to that Legion trigger. I'm gonna have to pop that soon because it does have that life leech effect on it. I'm gonna see if I can maybe take another hit or two. There are a couple things he can do that are a little bit scary, but he's not gonna start doing them yet. So I can take probably another hit before I have to pop this. If it gets too spooky, that's when it's go time. Ooh, there we go. Like so. Oh, he's just got a giant moveset too. Need to actually start getting some value out of this since we're about a quarter way through the bar already. He's just mobile. I mean, you are too in the fused Legion form, but even with this, it's not free, and this is probably going to be our only usage of it in this fight. That's why I hung on to the rest of the bar. Why I used it so conservatively in the previous episode, so I would have it back just for this fight. Woo! Should have called the Beast Legion there and just rode it to him. Okay, now 60% of his health gone thereabout. Noah Prime becomes final Noah Prime. The fourth and final stage of this fight. More aggressive, more moves, more mobility. And this is where the dangerous stuff starts happening. And where it becomes even harder to fit bursts of damage in. This is pretty good. Got too much height there and didn't drop fast enough. Oh, he's loving doing this. So we're gonna ride this out. Send the Beast Legion up. That was not a good jump, so we didn't get any real damage in. Avoid that, though. I love that we're getting boxed in now. But there are still enough gaps in the wall that you can still see how much chaos is going on in the background. That it's not just purely tile. You can see these fused elements of the Astral Plane coming in, and then all this beautiful purple. And all the while, this is just havoc. Let me make sure that doesn't... well... didn't quite go the way I wanted, but we had the shield up. So we actually just got a little bit of damage in for free. Then he gets his combos, which we're not avoiding right. Use a heal here. And... oh wait, this is... shit. I recognized it way too late. That is a lot like Rodan's grab attack in Bayo 1 and Bayo 2. Except this one can straight up kill you if you're low enough. Whereas Rodan's grab usually just sticks you to 1 HP. That one is so tricky. You have to really realize immediately that you're being pulled in and switch over to something like the the Beast Legion and outrun it or do something about that problem. God, this is so good. One of the first times that a fight has actually forced us into using a battery, too. So this doesn't work great, which is why I haven't been chain binding. It got him to stand still for a split second, which is worth it. Okay, we need this hit rush just so we can get some Legion damage out while the bar regenerates. Woo! Okay, we have our speed and 1 pip of the shield left. So we can actually do a little bit with it. Ah! We still got something out of it. Oh, and the stun that came out from him. Gotta be careful about that. You know what? I should have been perfect calling that instead of trying to perfect dodge it. Would have had better luck, I think. Woo! That stay in. Oh, shit. Well, this might not be quick enough. Oh. I'm actually not sure about the mechanics of that, because I had way more health the first time I ate that and got killed. That time I ate 700, it dropped me to 1. Here we go! Sneak attack from the Beast Legion into the Arm Legion, the Aura. Finishing that off. Now, of course, Arrow Legion, Axe, and wrapping it up. Oh, this game is so good.
Sorry I'm late. Now, while I can still hold it back. You have to end this. You've got to. Please, do it! I'm sorry, sister. Okay.
So first of all, that choice at the end, if you agree, which is what I did, you saw it plays out, the Axe Legion gets summoned, and it's a mercy killing. If you do the opposite, though, if you don't agree, the Arrow Legion will go off on its own, and things will mostly play out the same after that. Same timing on that cut to credits that feels really abrupt. And yeah, this is the end of the main game, but it is not the end of this LP. You can probably tell from how abrupt that cut was, but there's still a bit more. I don't just mean a stinger either. There is an epilogue file in file 12. It has some optional super bosses in it that are very worth taking a look at, and some extra story stuff. But they take a little bit of doing to unlock and build towards. So for all intents and purposes, this is the finale of the main games LP. But there will be a bonus episode forthcoming with the meat and potatoes of file 12. That ending is so hype. It's so good. That whole final sequence of fights. Even before you get to the Noah stuff, like the whole final file is that good stuff. And it leaves the best possible final impression. The game leaves a really good, strong first impression and a good ending impression, even if there are some problems in the middle that need smoothing out. The main ones being the camera, which is kind of a persistent thing, but does not manage to be a problem at the very end, during the hypest and most important fights. So the lasting memories of this fight are, like, that is thankfully not a factor. And then there's the pacing in those, especially in those middle sections. Which, yeah, that's still a thing. The nice thing, though, is that they were very clearly aware of some of the pacing issues. And it was actually a little worse, it sounds like, when it was still being developed, because you would go to HQ, you would pick a mission, you would be sent out into the field, you would do that mission you picked, just that one, and then you would come back to turn that in and get the next one. And that was for all the cases. The blue ones, the red ones, and the story missions. So, the way it is in the final game is at least an improvement over that. Better than it apparently was. There's still a lot of room to improve, though. But the good is so overwhelming here. The mechanical depth of this game is so on point. There are a lot of good fights. It's gorgeous. It feels really fun to play and to learn and improve at. And those are the qualities I value most in a Platinum game. I think the pacing is going to make this hard to return to over and over. But the fundamentals are so strong here. The Legions themselves also just have tons of personality. And since there is clearly some room for improvement, I think that's exactly what sequels are best for. And it does seem like, from what I can tell, there will eventually be one, or at least they're trying to tease one. So I'm so hyped for that. And Astral Chain 2 could be up there as one of Platinum's best, I think. Oh, yeah. So what is coming up next? That's going to be Observation, the horror game that came out last year from some of the Alien Isolation devs. We played an hour of it during Halloween, and I fell in love with it. It's super cool from what I've seen, and I want to know where it goes. And we're all going to take that ride together. Plus, we have a Celeste bonus episode, or I think actually multiple bonus episodes for that coming up. And then, of course, the one for Astral Chain here. So, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, a bell ring, and subscribe as offerings to the almighty algorithm, hallowed be its code. But also, if you would like, you can check the description and you'll find links to my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Discord, along with my Patreon and Ko-fi, or Coffee, whatever. If you'd like to support the channel further and have the means to do so, please consider checking those out. I will leave you all with the rest of the credits, the stinger, and of course the intro to that epilogue, file 12. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.
A month has passed since our fateful encounter with Noah. Fewer and fewer gates open throughout the Ark with each passing day, but our troubles aren't over. Jin and Alicia put Neuron back together. They still don't have a new commander, but Olive's making the best of it. Come to think of it, maybe Neuron does have a new commander now, after all. Marie does her very best to pitch in, whether anybody wants her to or not. At the reopened ARI, Brenda's turned her research outwards, to the land we lost decades ago. She thinks we may one day be able to leave the Ark. She's cautiously optimistic, which is as sure as Brenda ever gets. Hal never came back to Neuron, not even with his drone. But rumor has it, the Hermits have turned over a new leaf towards restoration efforts in Zone 09. Maybe they've had a little help along the way. We never can tell what Hal's up to. As for Akira, he vanished along with Noah. But he's still here with us too. He doesn't know exactly what happened a month back. Maybe he never will. Why did one get left behind? As an act of mercy from Noah, maybe? Or a gift from the Legions? I don't know. But I do know that I'll keep fighting as long as he's by my side. Until the world is clean again. Until the world is peaceful again. I know someone who would have wanted it that way.
Eddie's Legionis. Sorry to keep you busy, but we've got a ton of cases piled up. Come back and talk to me when you're ready to get moving. Oh, and don't forget to file your paperwork.